When people come to Alicante, they often think about beaches, Mediterranean lifestyle, and the sunshine, of course. But above the city, tucked into the hillside, just below Castillo de Santa Barbara, there is something truly special. Welcome to Restaurante La Ereta. So in this episode of the Local Edit, we're discovering why La Ereta has become one of the most sought after restaurants to dine at in the Costa Blanca. You'll arrive here at the restaurant on the ascent to Castillo de Santa Barbara in about, let's say, just over an hour from Las Colinas. But once you see why we've brought you here today, you'll understand why the journey is totally worth it. La Ereta has built its reputation on a powerful philosophy: seasonal ingredients, Mediterranean inspiration, and dishes designed to highlight the flavors of the region. The menu changes frequently depending on the time of year and what's available locally, which means that every experience could be slightly different. But what stays consistent is the balance between modern presentation and authentic Spanish flavors. Just looking out at this view, honestly, it's sensational. It's actually breathtaking. You can see the whole of Alicante, the harbour, the marina, the old towns, the church. The whole town is set out below you. And honestly, the only way you're going to get a better view than this is if you go up to Castillo de Santa Barbara. So I've ordered myself a porn star martini. I love the colours of this, very spring-like, with that view as well. Okay, so our first plate from the taster menu has just arrived, and this is eel in 3 waves. So we've got a bao bun, a little stew dish, and a little taster of eel over here. I don't know if I've ever had eel, so I'm quite excited to try this. Well, I couldn't overly detect the eel, but it was the saltiness that was there. The cream cheese was really nice. Let's try the next dish. So this would be the bao bun. This is really cute in this little individual bao bun box. Moving on to our second dish, this is called the mixed salad, but it's much more than a few leaves and a dressing. What you can see here is a lettuce cream. We've got tuna on the side, and in the middle we've got a tomato mousse made from the juices of the tomato and olive oils as well. As you would expect, it's presented beautifully, and I can't wait to tuck in. The tuna is like butter in the mouth, so tender. Wow. And then the tomato really comes through. That is so fresh. This is a really summery dish. So this next dish, I was actually quite excited for when I saw it on the menu. It's quite simply written as leek. So I was interested to see how they would cook the leek and how it would arrive. So essentially, we have a leek that's been braised in the oven for 4 hours with butter. And they've designed this to look like a cannelloni, which is interesting in itself. You've got a leek cream sauce over the top there. And then on the side here, we have a crumble, which is made from the fartons, which is a Spanish sweet dish. Now, I'm a big fan of leek. I love this dish, and the really strong flavors are coming through. A restaurant like this can bring such value to an area. Although Alicante is already brimming full with things to do, places to see and go. For example, the marina and the port of Alicante is absolutely beautiful. Lots of restaurants, places to take walks. You have to visit the old town if you come to Alicante. It's so quaint and charming with its old streets. It's really what you imagine from a Spanish village. And then, of course, there's the option to visit Castillo de Santa Barbara, which is just behind us. Maybe a good day out would be to visit Castillo de Santa Barbara and then come here for an incredible lunch. Okay, so our next dish is a cod loin. So this has been cooked in olive oil with potatoes on the bottom, also cooked in that Spanish way with olive oil, salt, vinegar. And then we also have a sauce in here made from red and green peppers in the pilcril style. Each plate has arrived beautifully presented, and our lovely waitress has talked us through every dish, all the ingredients, and how they have been cooked. So with this next dish, we have the Iberian Forktail, which has been slow cooked for hours in the oven, topped with a Norwegian lobster, which has been boiled for 30 seconds. This is a taste of Spain right here. It's a piece of skate, which has been cooked in 2 different ways, served in a paella dish with a rice which has been cooked in a traditional caldo, with alioli dots all around. This could be the best dish so far. That rice is so full of flavor. The broth that it was cooked in was obviously cooked in a very, very good way, because this is delicious. You can be forgiven for thinking that this is a cheeky cocktail. In fact, it's one of our last dishes. This is pink tomato from Altea, also with vodka, and on top it's topped with a citrus foam with caviar and popping candy. I have to be honest, I'm not the biggest tomato fan, and I didn't expect to like that. However, that's really nice. I'm very surprised by this dish. And to finish our tasting lunch menu, this is a tiramisu made with ingredients from the local area. Now, as we have finished our wonderful lunch, we've taken a moment to enjoy our cocktails and sit out on the porch area. I've got the sun on my back. I can feel the breeze. I'm not really sure it gets better than this. What I really love about La Ereta is the atmosphere. You're not just coming for dinner, you're coming for a moment, the setting, the whole experience. And I think, as I said, if you went up to Castle, Santa Barbara, explored up there, and then came here for a lunch or a romantic dinner, maybe a special occasion, I think it would set the tone perfectly. So there we have it. What an experience. Having lunch with such a view like this is absolutely incredible. We did notice on the menu there's a lot of fish dishes. That might be something to bear in mind if fish really isn't your thing. We really hope you've enjoyed joining us today at La Ereta. Please do make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for more property videos from Las Colinas, and of course videos from the local area showcasing places to see, things to do, and fantastic restaurants in our local area. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.